Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Allie LaForce covering us courtside. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Isaiah Stewart.
You know, a trend like this isn't going to please the coach or the front office. He's been a little more focused on other parts of his game, and rebounding is something he needs to put more emphasis on. And I'm sure they've talked to him about it.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's Gobert in at the center position. And for Detroit, Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Kate Cunningham out there with Kevin Huerter. And it's Duren in at the 5 down low. Tim, how do you like this blend for the new Pistons? Wily veterans alongside the new blood.
I love the way they have built this team. Shooting was their Achilles heel, but these veterans bring spacing and savvy.
Clock at 4. Fader on the way, and the basket by Edwards.
And that's a big-time bailout by Edwards. Knows how much time he has and just gets it off.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Another shot. Outside Huerter. No good from outside. McDaniels against Thompson. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Daniels. And here's Edwards outside. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Shooting the 3 with confidence. That's exactly what this team needs from Edwards.
Edwards against Huerter. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
And his teams run through the finish line of the season, Grant. There must be a certain amount of reflection happening.
For teams that are out of it, they might start that process now. But who has time for that if you're playoffs bound?
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
Huerter against Edwards. Pass to Harris. Cunningham, left side. And here's Duren. Defended by Gobert. And Duren with the basket. On the assist by Cunningham.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, JP Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and Coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Back to you guys. Great
work, Allie. Thanks. Cunningham. That shot is off. Minnesota leading by 4. Outside, DiVincenzo. Thompson with a steal. Here's Cunningham. The basket's good. Good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Well, you love the effort from Cunningham in transition. He knows you have to convert those easy chances.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. 5 to shoot. And it's Randall with the jam.
Yeah, big man with big-time handles. Great work by Randall to create for himself.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. 4-point game. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
You have to take advantage of opportunities. That's exactly what they did, and really, that's all you can ask for.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
DiVincenzo with the steal. Here's McDaniels. And Cunningham pulls it down.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
And it's Detroit with the ball, following the score by Minnesota. Here's Thompson. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good.
Good word down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Herter. And here's Edwards outside. And it's Harris with the rebound. Pistons trail by 4. Cunningham outside. Pass to Herter. Harris outside. No good on the 3.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 13 points in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas. Outside McDaniels. They get it back. Gobert passes to DiVincenzo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game.
2 fouls for him already. If he's not more careful, his minutes will be curtailed.
Cunningham on the wing. 35 points for him last game against Toronto.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
Now here's McDaniels. 4-point game. And here's Edwards outside. Thompson pulls it in. Detroit has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. The 3, here's Harris. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Here's McDaniels. Pass to DiVincenzo. Stolen by Thompson. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Here's Herter. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Edwards.
Number 13, Dosunmu.
Cunningham against McDaniels. Shot clock at 6, and it's Cunningham missing.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Cunningham against DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. Shoots over Thompson. Gobert. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And Minnesota with some changes. Naz Reid's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Clark has subbed in for McDaniels. Harris on the wing. Checked by Randall. Duren, the screen. To the paint. Just 4 to shoot. And the dunk by Duren.
The bigs like Duren get rewarded after they've set a screen.
Dosunmu outside, fires the 3. Duren with a rebound. Pistons trail by 4. To the middle. And it's Harris. That time on the assist by Thompson. Harris has gotten his second bucket.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Duren is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, B.A. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim.
Wow, Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Herter from long range hits a three-pointer. Herter's got 5 now.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Pass to Reed. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's DiVincenzo. No made baskets yet. Driving to the basket, uses the glass on the layup.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Duren. DiVincenzo with a steal. To the inside. Randall. He's off on the layup.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
And he's going for the lob. Reed with it. Now Herter defending. Outside Reed. And he makes it. He's got 5.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Thompson outside. Duren with a screen on Clark. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Duren.
And that is playing big down in the paint. Duren focused and flushing it home.
And here's Dosunmu. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. A slam dunk by Reed.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass and rhythm.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Give a big round of applause for Young.
Pistons going with a whole new group out there. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Highland, he's checked in for DiVincenzo. On defense, Minnesota. 6-point lead. Stewart, screen on Highland. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Team second.
Pass to Sasser. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Holland. Shoots over Randall.
Early on, they haven't shot it well from deep.
Holland can't hit.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
The offensive rebound. And it's Randall with the jam.
A relentless offensive rebounder. Randall simply does not give up on the boards.
Up top, Robinson. He's covered by Dosunmu. Unloads from 13. Reed with the rebound.
Well, that's a good high percentage shot. He just couldn't convert.
Dosunmu for 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Minnesota up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
Holland out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Green. Then there's Marcus Sasser. And it's Robinson in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Now here's Sasser. Still without a bucket. High arcing shot. And there's a nice layup by Robinson.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
The Timberwolves lead by 6. Now here's Highland. Randall outside. Shoots over Holland. Randall can't hit.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Pass to Sasser. The 3-ball. Rebound Minnesota.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Reed sets a screen. Nasumu goes in. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Now here's Sasser. He's guarded by Highland. Sasser gets the bucket. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Here's Nasumu. Making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. So for the Pistons, Thompson, he's checked in for Green. Herder comes in for Robinson. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Sasser. Here's Highland. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Cunningham, scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player. Oh, Cade powers it in.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on. Pass to Clark. Now Randall. Shot clock at 5. Count it. Randall's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
Outside Herder. 3-pointer off the mark.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Reed to screen on Cunningham. And here's Clark for 3. Good D by Cunningham. Pistons trail by 9. Here's Herder. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. He's got 7.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Nasumu on the wing. Herder defending. This one for 3. Nasumu can't hit. The Pistons have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Outside Herder. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Herder. Let's go with a 3. The shot off that time. Minnesota leading by 7. Now Highland. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Now here's Reed. From downtown, sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Now here's Stewart. Yet to see a basket. Herder passes to Cunningham. Ooh, Cunningham making moves inside.
And Cade gets the basket right at the rim, using that length inside.
Highland against Cunningham. Reed for three. Pollard with a rebound. Pistons trail by 8. Pass to Herter. Stewart, screen on Reed. Herter passes to Stewart. And here's Cunningham. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Tim, you've been vocal in your praise for Cade Cunningham, and rightfully so.
Well, BA, on any given night, Cade can be the best player on the floor. He scores, he makes plays, he rebounds, and he processes things quickly. He always seems to be under control.
Tobias Harris checked in for the Pistons. All right, Tim, back in 1996, you led the league in three-point percentage. You shot 52% on 3 attempts per game. Talk about the hot hand.
Well, BA, it shows you how much the game has changed. I had the green light, but it was a different shade of green. I still only took 3 per game. Now, you have multiple guys every night that will take 3 in the first quarter.
That green light's now neon green for many.
No doubt.
Outside McDaniels. Reed, a screen on Stewart. Here's McDaniels. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Duran, he's checked in for Detroit. Free throw no good for McDaniels. Tim, talk about what Tobias Harris has brought to the Detroit Pistons.
Well, Brian, he has just stabilized them on the floor. Coach Bickerstaff said it best. Harris knows what the game needs, and he has the versatility to get it done.
McDaniels passes to Highland. Outside Reed. Up again. Here's Dosunmu. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 9. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Here's Dosunmu. And it's Harris with the rebound. Pistons trail by 7. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, BA. The Pistons are growing. Coach JB Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved. But we're not finished yet. BA, back to you.
On the rise. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Here's McDaniels, following the score by Detroit. Hitting his 3rd shot in 7 looks.
They found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Here's Harris. No, stuffs in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a 3-point play. It's going to be on Naz Reid, and he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Well, you know, he's been around the league a really long time, but Tobias Harris still performs at a high level every night.
Now here's Highland. Highland with a screen on Herter. Here's Dosunmu. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Harris outside. Shot from the top of the key. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Finished off the break. McDaniels got 6 in the quarter.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in.
Timberwolves substitution. Number 5.
Outside Herter. Detroit moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 14. Harris' shot is good. Harris has got 13.
Well, he's raising the stakes here in the second quarter and being more efficient in the process.
Highland looking for an opening. Edwards for 3. The triple hits for Edwards.
They're shooting the 3 extremely well this quarter. Be fun to see if they can keep it up.
Harris right side. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Last time they met in Minneapolis.
The last time they faced this team, they were very aggressive, found numerous ways to get themselves to the line.
Now here's Reed. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And he really dominated, working hard to control the glass.
And Harris throws it down.
And you know Harris is capable of these type of outbursts. He has been a 20-point scorer in this league.
Clark outside. Outside Edwards. McDaniels a screen. Edwards a pass to McDaniels. Highland against Harris. And he converts the layup. And now just a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Highland, the pass to Edwards. Reed sets a screen. Getting a good look. Edwards
adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Cunningham against McDaniels. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Down low. Here's Harris. The shot no good. Minnesota leading by 7. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Thompson. Minnesota with a rebound. Edwards with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And he didn't just put up big points. He beat everyone to the boards.
Here's Cunningham. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back.
And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Bench. That does it for halftime.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, you look at Tobias Harris in this game. He's been everywhere.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
But you're going to have to adjust the way you're defending him. He is getting whatever he wants right at the rim.
Minnesota leading by 7. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Inside, Gobert puts it in.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot.
Pass to Herter. Here's Thompson. Clock is at 3. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through. Not putting his head down. He continues to produce with the team trailing.
Cunningham against DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Over Herter. And Cunningham pulls it down. Cunningham's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Thompson. Herter from long range. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Herter's got 10.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the 3. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Thompson. Detroit moving the ball around. Herter from long range. Randall pulls down the board.
Well, after nailing the first 3 out of the break, you can give him a pass for not making that one as well.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. And they call an illegal screen here. And with the end of the regular season in sight, here are the latest power rankings. You look at Detroit, they've fallen down to the 3rd spot and are hoping to turn things back around.
You know, right now for the Timberwolves, they've stayed pretty high in the rankings. And sure, they might want to be further up, but they're a stable team, and that's a good thing with the playoffs approaching.
Now here's Harris. He's got 17, and that one good.
They're on fire to start this quarter, and with each basket, their confidence grows.
Here's Randall. Lays it up and banks it in. 12 points for him.
That brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
And there's Cunningham outside. Oh, the range of Cunningham.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
Randall on the screen. DiVincenzo against Harris. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Cunningham passes to Duren. Now Herter. Pass to Cunningham. And here's Duren. He's got 10. The Pistons need to get one up quick. And Cunningham gets it to go. On the assist by Duren. Cunningham's got 15 points. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Outside, DiVincenzo. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. And the Timberwolves lead by 3. Now here's Cunningham. 15 points in the game from outside the arc. Again, the miss by Cunningham. The Timberwolves have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Randall outside. 4-3. Duren with the rebound. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Detroit has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Here's Cunningham. Oh, using his size. Look at Cunningham.
Cunningham showing you some of that athleticism.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Gobert with a screen on Cunningham. DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
And when he's in the zone, it's very hard to slow down Julius Randle on the offensive end. I mean, he's got serious power to his game.
Now here's Herter. He's got 10. Here's Cunningham. And he banks in the layup. Cunningham's got 10 points in the quarter. And so Randle will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10 with the drive. And it's Randle with the jam.
This is the energy Randle provides. When he's charging inside, he wants to hammer it down.
Back to Cunningham. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. For Minnesota, they've gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. Randle outside from deep. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duran's got 4 rebounds now. Harris with it. Randle's in his pocket. And here's Cunningham outside. Rebound Minnesota.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, you look at the contenders, Tim. Recent history only amplifies the fact that it's a challenge to repeat as champions.
Yeah, B.A., there's a couple of things at work here. First, you're playing much deeper into June, so your offseason is shorter. And then you're a target. Every arena you walk into is a different environment once you're a champion.
And Detroit making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Duran, the screen. Herter passes to Duran. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Here's McDaniels. Soft touch off the glass. McDaniels got 11 points.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. One of the stories here, Julius Randle, he is getting it done today.
Yeah, this coaching staff is frustrated right now. They just can't figure out a way to slow him down. They've got to push him off his spot.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid comes in for Gobert, and Ayo Dosunmu subbed in for Julius Randle. Herter finds Harris. Detroit moving the ball around. Throws it up high. Stolen by Reid. For 3. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Reid. And it's an 8-point Minnesota lead.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
Will it go? And that's off the glass and in. Robinson's got his 2nd bucket on the night. Minnesota's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this 3rd quarter. Dosunmu outside. It's deflected.
Yeah, going straight up with those long arms. Duran flat out, a brick wall around the rim.
Thompson passes to Duran. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Gets the 3 to fall. DiVincenzo's got 6 here in the quarter.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And here's Thompson for 3. Reid with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 7. Lets it go from the wing. Edwards, no good. Detroit has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the 3rd quarter. And Harris throws it down.
And for Harris, it's about getting into a rhythm. Once he does this, he can take over games.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
It's on the floor for you.
For Detroit. Stewart, he's checked in for Harris. Holland comes in for Thompson. And Green is subbed in for Herter. Now here's DiVincenzo. Give him 8 points now. Here's Reid. A slam dunk by Reid.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Pistons trail by 7. Outside, Green. Robinson for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Robinson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Now, here's Green. No points yet. Fires the 3. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Back to you.
A star on the rise. Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Duren. 12 points for him. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Duren's got 6 in the quarter.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs a review with his guys. Detroit making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Julius Randle comes in for McDaniels. Here's Randle. 18 points for him. 50 seconds left in the 3rd. Pure from 3-point range. DiVincenzo's got 11.
An underrated passer. Randle has a nice feel for the game and is willing to keep his teammates involved.
Stewart finds Cunningham. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's Cunningham missing. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. They've led by as much as 10. Cunningham against DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. Randle. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
Team second. At the line for the Timberwolves, Randle.
Certain guys can remake their games to fit the times. Randle's worked on his right hand and his jump shooting. He's a much more versatile threat now at the offensive end.
And it's Cunningham missing. Picked by Gobert. What a performance for Julius Randle. He has been the story for Minnesota. He's been effective on offense, racking up. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
4th quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Isaiah Stewart. Duncan Robinson is out there with Kate Cunningham. Then it's Green, and it's Holland in at the 4. That's the group for Detroit right now. Robinson gets the bucket.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Here's DiVincenzo. McDaniels inside, working on Green. McDaniels can't hit. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, how about the work they've done from the in-between area? They are making it rain, and the storm ain't over yet.
Yeah, they have been dialed in from deep. The three-pointer has been there all night for them.
Floats one, clock at 4, and it's Green missing. Minnesota leading by 4. Randall left side to the middle. Here's Gobert. Oh, Gobert rocking the rim.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Pass to Green. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Robinson for 3, and that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 4 assists in the game.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
Edwards against Robinson. This one for 3. Edwards, no good. Pistons trail by 3. Now Cunningham, outside Robinson, to tie it up. And the Pistons, another 3.
And what a comeback. Do they have enough left to maintain this energy and get the win?
Well, right now they have the momentum, but you've got to watch it. This league has big swings.
Randall outside. And it's Randall with the jam.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
It's Pistons time! I said it's Pistons time! You got make some noise!
Harris is checked in for Green. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Reed's checked in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. And Coach had a very specific message for his guys. He said, quote, control what we can control. Play our game, and the rest will take care of itself. Solid message, if you ask me.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Check Julius.
Randall with it. Outside Edwards. Launches a 3. Hook it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got assist number 5 here tonight.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all 3 levels.
The Timberwolves have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. Reed to screen on Robinson. And here's Edwards outside. That one no good. Detroit has gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Robinson gets the bucket. Robinson's got 21.
That's a beautiful pass. You just love the way Cunningham generates offense.
DiVincenzo pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Harris on the wing. Yep, that one goes. Harris has gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, that's the thing about Tobias Harris. You think of him as a high-volume three-point shooter, but historically, he actually takes a lot more twos.
Edwards for 3. The rebound by Detroit. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip to the wing, right side. 3-pointer, Stewart. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Oh, Edwards just bullying his way inside.
And just an agile move by Edwards inside, allowing him to beat the contact.
Cunningham looking around. Over McDaniels. And the shot falls short that time. Minnesota's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. DiVincenzo against Cunningham. Reed to screen on Harris. 5 on the clock. There's the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart for the Pistons. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Holland. And Herter's subbed in for Robinson. Edwards for 3. He drops it from range. Edwards got 23.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
Back to Cunningham. Out to Thompson. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Minnesota leading by 3. Randall outside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
Inside, you have to try something to stop Randall. But he gets physical right back and draws a good shooting foul.
And after not a single trip to the line in the first half, he's starting to get the whistle now.
And Randall drops them both.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
The 3 from Thompson. They grab their own miss. Harris outside. Can they get it? Harris on the wing. There's Herter with the 3. And they'll get another chance. Harris finds Herter. Duren with a screen on Randall. Inside. And the dunk by Duren.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
Outside McDaniels. From behind the arc. Knocks down the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Back to Cunningham. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. 24 points for Cade Cunningham.
And playing with great control. Cunningham is dictating the pace, getting to his spots, and taking it to the defense.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. He's checked in for Minnesota. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Outside Edwards. Randall, a screen on Cunningham. Here's Edwards on the take. And Edwards slams it in.
The tenacity from Edwards. I mean, I love when he attacks the basket like that.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Pass to Cunningham. Takes the 3. Out to Thompson. Detroit moving the ball around. There's Herter with the 3. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
That's his 3rd triple of the night. His 2nd since halftime.
Harris against Randall. Here's Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
And Edwards' teammates encourage him to be aggressive. Because when he is, he forces the defense's hand. If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Pistons trail by 5. Thompson outside. Pass to Harris. To the inside. Stolen by Reed. Down low. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
Outside Herter. Now here's Thompson. Harris outside. Now Cunningham fires the 3.
An injection of energy from Duren, working hard to find points for his team.
McDaniels, a screen on Harris. Herter rips down the board. Pistons trail by 5. Cunningham with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Duren. Yes, sir! It's good!
Yeah, he really stepped up in the clutch. It is great to see Duren asserting himself.
And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. They've led by as much as 10. Outside Edwards.
I see right there, you see the patience Edwards has developed. Not forcing it, getting the defender to commit.
And he knocks down the first one. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. And both free throws good for Edwards.
In a close contest, you have to put the ball in the hands of someone who will find a way to put up points.
Here's Duren. Outside Cunningham. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Minnesota leading by 5. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
He got it.
Well, Cunningham has been the man in these situations as long as we can remember.
Up top, Randall. Pounded by Harris. Duren pulls it down.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss. And that's a guy who has a lot of experience in big moments. Harris got it done when it mattered most.
Edwards against Cunningham. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant one. Unnecessary contact.
He might be lucky just to get a flagrant one there. Lots of contact on that play, and the officials could have gone with a more severe call.
Well, he better be on his best behavior from this point forward. One more flagrant of any kind, and he's out of this game. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Big free throws there, extending this to a 2-possession lead.
Now here's Dosunmu. He's guarded closely. Now Randall. He launches. Duren pulls it down. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. And there's the foul. It's on Ayo Dosunmu. That's his first foul. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge, asking for a review. This could be a big call.
And even with the coach's
the previous play is under review. To review the play.
call still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
So the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Give a big round of applause for your Pistons dance. Look at Steve. Timeout.
Trailing by 5. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
Here they come, your Pistons dancing. Let's get up and make some noise, fans, for your Pistons dancing. Dancing.
McDaniels against Cunningham. Duren with a screen on McDaniels. Cunningham fires! He knocks down the jumper.
He has got ice in his veins. Cunningham once again being counted on in the clutch.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Here's Duren. Ooh, the shot misses.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Can't believe he missed that. Looked like a loss of focus.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the top.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
Detroit calls timeout. They're losing by 5. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
Just in time with the putback.
He has the knack for being in the right spot at the right time. Gets a lot of sneaky points with his work on the glass. Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game. So it's Minnesota picking up the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that about wraps it up. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this